I just want to actually open with a thank you to Mr. Rahim, because in listening to his presentation, he made the comment that the COVID honeymoon is over. And I think that that's really important for the audience to really hear from us. We've been doing what we're doing for over 12 years in developing antiviral and antibacterial applications in the soft surface and now into the hard surface marketplaces. So I think that that's really, I think there are a lot of people that have thrown the hat in the ring. And as he said, there's more people that won't be in the business in the next 12 to 18 months. And we believe we're going to be there for a long time to come. I think to that regard, I'm pleased to announce, since we last spoke, we just completed a public raise of 11.5 million. It was actually an oversubscribed raise, so we're very, very pleased that the investment community really thought that we had something unique and interesting to offer, and we took that as a huge compliment. And that sets us up very well for going forward. So we've got a pipeline with new patents that we've recently achieved, both in the US and in Canada. We're registering new brands for online retailers. So we believe that those with the resources that we have now are going to show significant growth for the company. We are going to be announcing shortly, but we have signed some contracts with high-end luggage and home furnishing manufacturing companies. These are all new markets for our company. We have to wait for their legal approvals before we make these announcements, but we are concluding some really interesting new license agreements with our technologies, which is going to take us into a lot of different market opportunities for the company. Our existing programs with existing companies continue to grow very well. Our repeat programs are all continuing to repeat as well. So the growth of the company has really maintained a really nice level, and we continue to see some rather nice growth. I think that it's also a compliment. Customers like Lululemon and Lole are referencing our technologies on their websites. So I think the optics of our brands are only going to continue to grow when more and more of our customers feature our technologies in their products. And then lastly, I'm pleased to say we've now launched very recently our own offering of masks and PPE on our own website. There's been over 20 million products made in the PPE and mask space by our customers. So it's been a very well-received technology, and we now are going to be offering our own offers. They're available online as we speak, and additional apparel will be offered in the fall of this year. So we're really looking to not only expand our customers' offerings, but offer a product into the market space ourselves.
That's great. And you did mention hard surface, so I have to ask, how are things progressing? And maybe you can just tell the audience, first of all, what the hard surface opportunity is and how are things progressing on that front?
Well, it's been a natural progression for people to ask, because they've seen the test data of what we've been able to achieve on soft surfaces. So it's only a natural progression for people to ask what we're able to do, because it's the durability. The initial kill is rather easy, and most companies can achieve it. But what we've really prided ourselves is developing technology that's got durability, so that the application and that the price, the commercial reality is there. So we're well on our way to developing technologies that could be applied for 3, 6, 9 months of efficacy, as opposed to 24-hour efficacy. So we're really looking to pioneer a whole new way of applying protection to hard surfaces.
And I think you had already had a relationship with Under Armour before, I guess a year ago, but it's certainly ramped up. So can you talk about how that's ramped up and the sustainability of a contracts like that?
Well, they have certainly appreciated what we've been working on, and of course, when COVID hit, out of all the companies and everybody, that they get called on, it's a feather in our cap that they chose our technology to feature as their technology of choice in their masks. And as I say, they initially wanted to make 100,000. I believe they're over 20 million in units so far and continue to grow. Our ranges of product continue to grow with them, and we're also bringing out exciting additional technologies to go along with the antibacterial technologies.
And maybe you can clarify for the audience as well, because the PROTX2 platform that's what it is, a platform. It's not solely applicable to COVID.
Correct. So we have a range, it's a family of products, and we have antibacterial and antiviral applications. So we are rather pathogen specific, and we work with the customer to understand what's their end game, and then we will give them the application that suits their need.
And quickly over the summer, you'd signed some laundry additive contracts as well. Can you talk a bit about the laundry additive and that opportunity?
And that's something that we're rolling out in the not too distant future with the California company that are probably the largest private label scrub manufacturers. And to the point where the medical community are going home at night and unfortunately still wearing the scrub that they wore to work that day. So we've pioneered a rinse additive to go in a regular home laundry that will give efficacy on a one-time basis. Unfortunately, it's not a durable product the way our products are made at the manufacturing level, but we'll be able to give the home user an ability to add our high level of efficacy on a one-time basis to wash their work and home apparel to protect some additional level of protection.
We had two audience questions. One was about the kill claim, and then one, it may be too early to discuss, but what the market reaction is about your own line of masks that you've launched.
It's early days, but the reaction has been really, really positive. So I think that a lot of investors have bought in because they know that it was coming, and we're doing a lot of online promotion of the products so that we're getting the word out. It's probably only a week or 10 days that we've had it up, so it's early days, and we'll get back to you later, and you've got to give it a little bit of a while for it to get the traction going.